If this was in your subs, you're probably wondering what this is. I made these stupid Saul Goodman memes a while ago, but now I want to do music, art, and whatever this is. Feel free to unsubscribe at any time, but maybe you like it if you stick around. This video I'm gonna be replacing my Amiga 600 power supply, which died like a month after I bought it. If you don't know what an Amiga is, it's this old line of computers from the 80s and 90s that's almost only being used by boomer retro gamers. Surprisingly to some of you, you can make some really cool stuff on these, which is what I'm trying to do. It's mainly gonna be music in this software called Pro Tracker. Think of it as FL Studio -4 maybe. It's pretty limited. You only have like 4 tracks and the resolution is really crunchy and it has this old school sound to it. Anyway, the Amiga I bought worked fine for a bit and then it didn't turn on anymore. I took it to the bench, it started making this noise and there wasn't any output. Most people would just go and buy an aftermarket Amiga power supply. They're pretty expensive in my opinion. The cheaper way is to just get a MeanWell RPT-60B and just put it in your old case, which is exactly what I did. As you can see, it's pretty small, so it should fit just fine in the old case. First I gotta disassemble the old unit. Visually, it looks fine to me, no leaking caps, no burnt marks. It's usually these transformers that go bad after all those years. I need to make a bracket, which I quickly designed in Blender. And then 3D printed. I also decided to use the original wiring harness, which means I have to remove both of the connectors of the RPT, which was just basic desoldering. Snipping the old wires closely, because there's not much wiggle room. After soldering the mains, I quickly tested the power supply, and it seems to be working fine. After that I snipped the DC side of the harness, making sure to get the shield too, and connect it up to ground. Always use Heatshrink Tubing if possible. Meanwhile, my 3D print finished. I can now mount the new PSU to the bracket with standoffs for better ventilation. These tension reliefs only go in one way in the case. And after that I screwed down the bracket, which only came with 3 screws, but it's good enough since it's pretty light. And we almost finished, just snap the case back together. Screw everything together. And test the voltages for a final time. And that was the first test.